little buckle on the landing. Nice combination of difficult tumbling passes. Unfortunately, this one went out of bounds. Look how far she's traveling. It's no wonder she just carried it too far. Now, if she could have stuck that landing, she would have stayed in bounds. But she was a little off center and had a little too much momentum and stepped backwards out of bounds. There's the dismount. Triple twist. Beautiful position, just not quite around on the twist.
So ankle problems for Gimpu from Romania, but she doesn't seem too uptight about it.
So we're well into team gymnastics, the first night of gymnastics competition, Fred. That young American team is predictably...
Now to the floor. Romania doing well. Oh, she went out of bounds.
By about a quarter of an inch, Bart.
Vikan, by the way, is third in the all-around behind Kochetkova and Fabrichnova, both of them from Russia. Just slightly ahead of her teammate Kakovan, but Kakovan had a mistake.
Something big is coming. She's standing there quite a while. Triple twist. Great difficulty and a nice presentation. Here's where she stepped out of bounds. Now watch how close she is to just staying within the line. They're allowed to touch the line, but they can't go over, and her heel is just about a quarter of an inch over the line. Nice dismount, good difficulty for the end of the routine. She had nice technique, triple twist. Look at the height, she's way up in the air, and really pulls it all the way around.
Remember, it's only 1/10 of a point deduction for the step out of bounds. She's third in the all-around and will remain in the hunt. Next up on the uneven bars is an Olympic gold medalist, is a member of the former Soviet team in the '92 Olympic Games. She was also a finalist on the floor. Oksana Chusovitina, Uzbekistan.
She was one of the first gymnasts to perform that skill and this skill as well at the World Championships in '91. She's a little short on all her moves. That move should have gone to a handstand on low bar to really get full difficulty. The dismount, full twisting double back.
She said she took up gymnastics at the age of 7. She went to watch her brother work out and kind of got interested. Boy, has she done well.
Nice position. Those inverted giants. See, right there, really should have gone to a handstand. Even if she doesn't need it for her level of difficulty, it just looks better and helps the transition. Dismount is a double back with a full twist, but the full twist is on the second somersault. We see it sometimes in the first, sometimes on the second. Actually, hers was kind of right in between. We call that a half in, half out.
You know, at the '91 World Championships, she was a last-minute replacement for one of her teammates who got injured, and she won the gold in the floor exercise. Chusovitina. So the gymnastics competition continues here at the Goodwill Games, and the women's team, the Russian team, is now over on the vault. This is their final event. Yelena Grosheva, currently 4th place in the all-around.
This is a very good event for Russia. Actually, they don't have a bad event, so...
And they're currently 3 of the top 4 in the all-around, although that's not being contested today. That's just an indication how strong they are.
Pike front somersault. somersault. Now, that's only worth a 9.8, but she performed it very well. Had a step on the landing. That'll be the main deduction in this vault. Also, a little leg separation, but right there you can see as she comes in for the landing. Those are ever so slight. Very good technique. Lift up into the vault. Now, if she adds a half twist to that sometime, it'll be worth a 9.9. That's how you see the level of difficulty begin to climb, and it's worth more. But as it stands, it's worth a 9.8.
Now, next up on the balance beam is an interesting story. This is Kuznetsova, Evgenia Kuznetsova. She's from St. Petersburg here, although that, of course, is in Russia. She's not a member of the Russian team. The Hungarian team did not show up at the competition here the other day, so the local organizers thought it might be nice to include another gymnast, and so they put in her, and she's the best representative of gymnastics here in the St. Petersburg area.
Of course, she can't compete for medals. Oh, what a shame. I watched her in the workouts, and she was just so good on this event.
There's an unusual combination.
That is great. We haven't really seen that type of skill on the beam yet.
Green light on floor.
Just 13 years old. First place in the Russian Youth Championships. Now we're going to go over to the floor exercise for the United States. This is Sunny Meduna.
She's very dramatic on this event, and it works so nicely with the music.
Score for Grosheva. On the vault, her first vault was a 9.625, her second vault a 9.75. We saw Anna Maria Bican, currently in third in the all-around. She had a 9.675.
So far, this is a great routine. Looking for a good landing here. 2.5 twist. Nicely done. She'll be happy with that.
Nice finish today for Sunny Meduna. A little bit shaky in some parts, but she sure finished on a bright note. A lovely routine.
You can really see how hard she works on everything.
This is Niznik, Oksana Niznik from the Ukraine.
Oh, a break in form there, and we noticed that in workout. This is certainly her weakest event. And the Ukraine really needs to be strong here. Pike double flyaway, big leg separation on the landing. She has some deductions in that routine.
Her scores have ranged between 9.5 and 9.7 all day long.
Notice the legs really bending when she regrasped the bar, and the height wasn't really there on the release anyways.
Her Ukrainian team is in third place right now, ahead of the United States. Back over to the vault, Kochetkova.
And watch this, she flies off the horse. Oh! The best landing of the night, I would say, on vault.
She's our leader in the all-around currently with a 29.35 over her teammate Fabrichnova.
We have seen some great vaults, but this was equal to those, and she came up with the landing everyone strives for.
From Kochetkova and the Russian team over on the vault, back to the United States team. 4th place currently in today's competition. About 4/10 of a point behind Ukraine in 3rd. We do not yet have the score for Sunny Meduna.
Most important is a good strong lift on the full. All right, nice high full in, stick. Strong leg, stick. Okay? Running, make sure your hands are in the middle on your hands going full. Okay? Up high full, lift it and punch front.
You can hear.
All right, the last tumbling pass, you got to make sure. Okay, got to make sure that on the last tumbling pass, you're putting it in the middle of the floor. All right, so as you're lifting, you're landing straight up and down. I want to see lift up and legs together on the landing.
A lot of instruction from Coach Steve Nuno for one floor routine. He wants good lift on the tumbling passes and stick on the landing. He wants them in the center of the floor.
The score for Sunny Meduna, a 9.55, so a solid score for the United States. Not outstanding, but strong. The score back over on the bars for Nizhnik was a 9.475. Kunetsova, who we were watching shortly on the beat, was 8.95.
Bart, the routines we have seen score in the 9.8 to 9.9 range on floor really had incredible difficulty, you know, with double layouts and ending with full twisting double backs, and you really need that for that big score. So that was a good score for Sunny.
Webster's been consistent today. Scores between 9.5 and 9.7, not bad.
The best she's done it all week.
Just 23rd on the U.S. team in 93. Now a member of the Goodwill Games team. That's Mariana Webster. Strong day for her. On the uneven bars, this is Malia, the Ukraine team. Currently in a battle with the United States for 3rd.
Bart, she has an interesting combination right here.
Wow, that's the best she's done it all week.
And the amazing thing is she doesn't do it from a high position, from handstand. Oh, that was a little dumpy right there. It's the best way to describe it. Just shot it out over the low bar. Didn't do much with it. Full twisting double back on the dismount. That skill she performed was called a Kinguang soup. Who first performed it at the 91 World Championship.
Easy for you to say.
I think at the age of 10 she was there. Right there, and then she goes back. She adds to it, does a full turn.
Now back over to vault, Fabrishnova. Kochetkova's second vault was a 9.8.
Double twisting Yurchenko, they are just pulling away from the field.
They really are.
By miles. They just have a higher level of difficulty on every event. Better technique, better form, better consistency, and it just adds up.
It's as if they know it. They know that they're much better than the other teams here and really aren't even that intense on the landings. Then we go back to the floor. Now this is little Jenny Thompson.